Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to talk about top 10 anime where underestimated main character is strong from the start. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and if you are new, don't forget to subscribe as well as turn on the notification bell. Now without any further delay, let's begin. Number 10. HINOMARUZUMOU. In professional sumo, there are no weight classes. It's a savage sport where the strongest survive, and anyone willing to test their mettle can step into the ring. There is, however, a minimum size requirement to be a pro sumo wrestler, and young Hinomaru Ushio, incredibly talented and hardworking though he may be, does not meet that requirement. This small boy has big dreams of reaching the highest class of sumo, Hinashida. The only way he could possibly go pro is if he becomes the high school Yokozuna, a title given to the strongest wrestler in high school tournaments. Ushio is under a lot of pressure, as well as a time limit. If he can't show off his skills in the high school tournaments, he may lose his chance to go pro permanently, and the odds are stacked against him. Instead of enrolling in Ishigami High, the best school for sumo in Japan, he enrolls in Odachi High and must build a sumo club from the ground up with the one devout member Shinya Osuke. Number 9. MAGI. SINBAD no BOUKEN. Not so long ago, mysterious structures called dungeons began appearing all over the world. No one knows what they are or how they came to be, but adventurers and armies around the world instantly took interest in them. Thousands set out to explore the dungeons. A young boy is about to make a name for himself. Sinbad is good-natured, strong, and craving adventure. A kind deed leads to his meeting with Yunin, an enigmatic traveler who is far more powerful than his frivolous personality lets on. Yunin instructs Sinbad to attain the power of the king and change the world by conquering a dungeon. The eager boy readily accepts, setting out on the grand adventure he so craved. Taking place 15 years before the events of the original series, MAGI chronicles Sinbad's youth as a dungeon conqueror. Along the way, the budding adventurer and merchant will have to face many obstacles, but anything is possible with the power of a king.
Number
8. SIRIUS the JAEGER. Vampires have infiltrated Tokyo to feast upon its unsuspecting citizens. As the number of victims continues to rise, the city's authorities decide to hire the JAEGERs, a strange, diverse group of individuals cast by the V-Shipping Company to hunt down vampires around the world. Carrying musical instrument cases to disguise their identity, the JAEGERs battle the vampires with the same mercilessness demonstrated by their foes. Yuli, the JAEGER's most skilled warrior, is the sole survivor of a vampire raid on his home village. Using the strength granted by his werewolf blood, he works with his team to assist Tokyo's law enforcement with the city's vampire problem. Though under the pretense of helping the police, the JAEGERs are actually fighting the vampires over the mystical ark of Sirius. With its power to change the fate of the world, Yuli and his friends must locate the artifact before the vampires can use it to achieve their destructive goals. Number 7. HIDAN no ARIA. In response to the worsening crime rate, Japan creates Tokyo Bude High, an elite academy where Bude or armed detectives hone their deadly skills in hopes of becoming mercenary-like agents of justice. One particular Bude is Kinji Chiyama, an antisocial and curt sophomore dropout who was once a student of the combat-centric assault division. Kinji now lives a life of leisure studying logistics in order to cover up his powerful but embarrassing special ability. However, his peaceful days soon come to an end when he becomes the target of the infamous Bude killer and runs into an emotional hurricane, an outspoken prodigy of the highest rank, ARIA Holmes Kanzaki, who saves Kinji's life and demands that he become her partner after seeing what he is truly capable of. Number 6. Steins Gate movie. After a year in America, Kurisu returns to Akihabara and reunites with Akebi. However, their reunion is cut short when Akebi begins to experience recurring flashes of other timelines as the consequences of his time traveling start to manifest. These side effects eventually culminate in Akebi suddenly vanishing from the world, and only the startled Kurisu has any memory of his existence. In the midst of despair, Kurisu is faced with a truly arduous choice that will test both her duty as a scientist and her loyalty as a friend. Follow Akebi's advice and stay away from traveling through time to avoid the potential consequences it may have on the world lines, or ignore it to rescue the person that she cherishes most. Regardless of her decision, the path she chooses is one that will affect the past, the present, and the future.
The Walpurgis Royal Academy of Machine Art, the highest institution of learning in the magical arts. Are you sure you're ready for this, Yaya?
Number 5. Machine Doll Wakizutsukanai. The Walpurgis Royal Academy of Machine Art was founded alongside the development of machine art. Machine magic capable of giving life and intelligence to mechanical dolls, subsequently called as automaton. Its aim: train skilled puppeteers to control the automatons, as militaries across the globe have begun incorporating machine art into their armies. After miserably failing the Academy's entrance exams, Raishin and his humanoid automaton Nia must defeat one of the top 100 students to earn the right to take part in the evening party, a fight for supremacy between puppeteers using their automatons. The last one standing is bestowed the title of Wiseman and granted access to the powerful forbidden arts. Thus, Raishin challenges Charlotte and her automaton Sigmund to a duel. But before they even begin, Sigmund is attacked by other students. Raishin cancels the duel, but is forced to search for a new way to gain access to the party. Number 4. HITSUGI no CHAIKA. For 500 years, the taboo emperor, Arthur Gaz, ruled the Gaz Empire with an iron fist and conducted inhumane experiments on his own people. But his reign came to an end 5 years ago when mighty warriors, later known as the 8 Heroes, defeated him in a battle for the capital. His death ended the 300-year-long war between the Gaz Empire and the Alliance of 6 Nations. In the present day, Torb Acura is a former saboteur from the war who has difficulties settling into the peaceful world as he cannot find a job where he can put his fighting skills to use. When he meets a white-haired wizard named CHAIKA Trabant. With a coffin on her back, she is searching for the scattered remains of her father in order to give him a proper burial. However, the 6 Nations Alliance, which have now formed the Council of 6 Nations, dispatches Alberic Gillette and his men from the Clement Agency to pursue and apprehend the late Emperor Gaz's daughter, CHAIKA.
7人いる。
ありえるのか。勇者が。
Number 3. Raka no Yusha. An ancient legend states that with the revival of the demon god, 6 heroes, the braves of the 6 flowers, will be chosen by the goddess of fate, granting them power to rise up against the fiends attempting to turn the world into a living hell. Adlet, self-proclaimed strongest man in the world, has arrived at the continent of Piena in hopes of becoming a brave. Although it doesn't go as smoothly as he had planned, Adlet is ultimately chosen as one of the 6 heroes shortly after being greeted by Loi Piena. Yuesha follows the two as they embark upon their destined journey to fight the demon god, intending to meet up with their fellow heroes at a small temple outside of the Land of the Howling. 7 heroes are present, and soon the others begin to suspect Adlet to be a fraud. Now on the run, Adlet must utilize his unique skill set and wit in a fight for his life to identify which member of the group is the true imposter before it's too late.
Strikers, let's get started! We stand here as the swords of salvation!
Number 2. SEIKEN TSUKAI No World Break. Takes place at Akane Private Academy, where students who possess memories of their previous lives are being trained to use ancestral arts so that they can serve as defenders against monsters, called metaphysicals, who randomly attack. Known as saviors, the students are broken up into two categories who are able to use their prana to summon offensive weapons and the kuroma who are able to use magic. The story begins 6 months prior to the major climax of the series during the opening ceremonies on the first day of the school year. After the ceremony is over, the main character, Maruha, meets a girl named Setsuki who reveals that she was Maruha's little sister in a past life where Maruha was a heroic prince capable of slaying entire armies with his sword skills, who eventually reveals that she also knew Maruha in an entirely different past life where he was a dark lord capable of using destructive magic but saved her from a life of slavery.
Number
1. Assassin's Pride. On the brink of extinction, mankind has downsized and now solely resides in the city-state of Flandor, living in cities encased by glass domes. Beyond the domes exist vicious lycanthropes who thrive in the darkness. Among the citizens inside, a clear distinction between the nobility and commoners is in place. The blood of nobles enables them to utilize mana, granting them abilities that exceed human limits and greatly assist them in defeating lycanthropes. Already 13 years of age, noble Melida Angel has yet to manifest her mana and attends an elite academy where she is mistreated for her lack thereof. In order to help her, Kufa Vampire is ordered by the Angel family to become Melida's tutor. While Kufa seems to be a mere mentor, an ulterior motive lurks behind his job. He is to assassinate her if he confirms that she does not possess mana. Kufa's investigation eventually leads him to determine he must eliminate Melida. That's it for today's video. I hope you like it, and please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe the channel. If you are new, remember to hit the notification button for any more upcoming videos.